and Keith, where we talk about sports and everything in between. CC's got the jokes, Keith's got the stats. Hit the play button. It's time for the show. Get ready to dive deep into the sports entertainment world. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay. Three-pointers, they cover it all. Lucas' favorite podcast 45 is on the call, saying it's tremendous for America's wall. Luke Bryan chiming in, saying, hey y'all. Chip thunderstorms, epic tornado fall. Tommy Locke picking spreads as he makes his call. Jerry's on the show to confuse us all. Jason Statham bringing new meaning to fear. Just see the body doing his best to keep his name clear. Keeps passion for sports, CC's hilarious calls. The Sports Bros Podcast, one for all. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay. The Sports Bros Podcast, where the fun never stops. Join CC and Keith as they reach for the top. Discussing games and stats, it's time to play. The Sports Bros Podcast are here to stay.
The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's time for the Sports Bros. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, CC and Keith.
Welcome everybody to another exciting edition of the Sports Bros, the number one podcast in Brendan, number two in Louisville, but always number one in your hearts. I am, of course, your host, the unofficial official mayor of Rendon, CC, also the 2023 fantasy football champion, as you can see here. Unfortunately, Keith is not going to be able to join me today as his part-time job has got him doing inventory all weekend. Part-time jobs suck, but he's going to do what he's going to do. So you get me today, once again. And later on in today's podcast here, I'm going to have a huge announcement. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be amazing what I'm going to announce. And, you know, I've come on here before and maybe said, you know, we got an announcement and it wasn't really that great. This one is going to be great, okay? Trust me. It's going to be good. It's something that we really don't do here on this show, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Put the one up for you, Aaron. I see you there. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, watching the show. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I am starting my morning off with some, I know, you guys are going to hate me, but, you know, usually I drink Monster, and I do have my Monster here. but something has caught my eye, and it's just a combination that you just can't avoid, and so I had to try it, and it is the Jolly Rancher C4 watermelon. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, so there you go. I see you, C4, trying to get my business. I see you. Trying to get my business. Yeah, so it is a good weekend for football. Thursday night, we saw the Cowboys, and we'll get to them in just a little bit. Not really impressed with the Cowboys, and yeah, we'll get into that. But let's dive right in first to some college football, and let's do this right about now. All right, we got some good games on the plate today, college football-wise. We got Oklahoma State taking on Kansas State, as Kansas State is actually favored by 5.5 against Oklahoma State. And I don't know, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, they're still good teams in the Big 12. That's going to be a good one there, man. I have a feeling that's going to be a good one there. But I'll take Oklahoma State on that one. I think Oklahoma State has the chance to beat Kansas State in that one. Here's my big one for the day, okay, folks? Take note. Minnesota and PJ Fleck are going into the big house to face the defending national champion Michigan Wolverines. Now, we all know they're not the same team that they were last year. But Michigan is still favored by 10.5. Give me PJ Fleck in Minnesota. Mark it down. Let's see. We got some other ones here. Kentucky taking on Ole Miss. Kentucky almost beat Georgia last week. They lost 15-13. But now they're taking on Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is favored by 15.5. I'm going to take the points in that one, but I'm going to stick with Ole Miss winning it. Give me the points, but Ole Miss still winning 15.5. They stuck it in there with Georgia, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. And then, of course, the big one later on tonight. Let me see. I'm scrolling through here. Sorry. Yeah. The big one tonight is going to be Alabama. Alabama! Going to be taking on Georgia. Mm-hmm. And as of right now, let's see. Where are we at? Alabama, Georgia. Alabama, Georgia. There we go. Alabama, Georgia. Where are you? Screw it. There we go. Georgia is favored by 1.5. In Tuscaloosa, mind you. Just because I want to see Texas, Georgia next week, both number 1 and number 2. Man. That's tough, man. That's tough. 1.5, your favorite in Tuscaloosa. Whoo. Yeah, I'm going to take Georgia. I'm going to take Georgia just because I want to see Georgia, Texas next week. Number 1 versus number 2. My gut's telling me to take Alabama, though. But selfishly, I just want to see 1 versus 2 next week. So give me now. I don't know, man. God. Yeah, give me Georgia. Yeah, I'll take Georgia. Georgia in that one. And that's going to be your college football talk. So Georgia, Alabama is the big one tonight. That's going to be a good one here. And joining me on the show today, speaking of Georgia, hang on, let me get it pulled up here. Where is he? Where is she? Where is he? There he is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Sports Bras podcast. Wait a minute. Yeah. The one and the only, Luke Bryan.
Hey, y'all. How's it going?
Hey, Luke. How's it going? You getting excited about the game tonight?
Oh, hell yeah. My Georgia Bulldogs, they're going to go in there and take out Alabama, bam their way into the national championship game. And then next week, going to take on them Longhorns. We're going to prove that why we are the number one team in the nation for sure.
All right. Well, Luke, it's going to be very interesting the next 2 weeks for your Bulldogs. And, it's start off tonight against Alabama and then next week against Texas. So, you got any nerves going through you right now about this?
Hell no. I trust my Bulldogs. I love my Bulldogs. Country girl, shake it for me, girl. Go Bulldogs.
You're a little excited this morning, Luke. I can tell, and it's so. What's going to happen? Let's say that somehow Alabama wins tonight. What are your thoughts on that?
That ain't gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, that ain't gonna happen at all. My Bulldogs are better than that.
Okay. I don't want to touch a nerve with that, Luke. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. So next week, though, the big one, Texas. And we all know who's associated with Texas, Luke. You're associated with Georgia. We all know who's associated with Texas, and that's Mr. McConaughey. Do you have a message for Mr. McConaughey?
Look, Matthew, if you want to call yourself McConaughey, whatever. Don't be one surprised if I come down there and stomp a mud hole in you. Because this is our country. This is our team. The Bulldogs are number one. Your little sissy Texas team ain't going to do shit against us Bulldogs. I tell you that much right now, Mr. McConaughey. I'm going to take my big black pickup truck. Drive it down your big, stupid, curly, stupid hair.
Jesus. All right. Well, Luke, good luck to you tonight. And then we'll see what happens next week. I appreciate you coming on to the show. There you go. Good old Luke Bryan. Well, it is the start here of the State Fair of Texas. Started yesterday. And, honestly, I'm not a really big fan of the State Fair. Did I even go once? I think I went one time, and that was a very, very long time ago. I don't remember. It's been that long. So, but I mean, everything is to me, it's overrated or overpriced, and it's not in the greatest area of, places to go, so to speak. So you kind of got to go there when the sun's up, but when that sun starts going down, better get the hell out of there. I'm just saying. So, I don't know, man. It to me, the Texas State Fair is only for one thing and one thing only. And that's Texas OU. To me, that's what it is. That's what the Texas State Fair to me is about. I take that back. It's not only Texas OU, but it's what is the craziest fried food going to be this year kind of thing. What concoction did someone put up with some fried food? I don't even know what it is this year. I'm trying to think. I don't know what it would be. But I know we've had some fried, fried Snickers, fried ice cream, fried nutted butter. That sounds delicious. Not going to lie. That does sound delicious. But I don't know what, you can only do so much fried stuff before you run out of ideas. I mean, what else is there out there that, I remember what it was. It was, last year was, what was it? Was it fried oatmeal cream pie? Fat boy's dream. Fat cowboy's dream right there. Fried oatmeal cream pie. Whew. Makes my mouth water. So, yeah, I don't know. You can't really. I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to come up with an idea of what would be the next fried thing. I don't know. Fried cinnamon toast crunch. I mean, that'd be all right. Yeah. That'd probably be good. But it's probably been done. I'm sure it's been done. But yeah, State Fair, Texas. If you go out there, if you're in the area, it'd be great for a family for sure. But it's overpriced as fuck. Just being honest with you, it's take your money. I mean, you gotta watch them carnies too. Them carnies are sketchy at best. Sketchy at best. Speaking of carnies and sketchy at best. If you have some time today, you need to go on Netflix and you need to watch the docu-series, Mr. McMahon. Now, I'm telling you, a lot of people probably see it as like, oh, it's a wrestling thing. It's wrestling stupid. I'm telling you, not this case. Yeah, it's not hokey pokey wrestling kind of thing, It really dives into the life of this guy, Vince McMahon, and how he became who he is. And then they focus over to, the stuff that he's being accused of. And, it's kind of, I'm going to put it to you this way. Vince is very horny, and he is a very powerful man. And when you put those two together with some money, you get lawsuits. And Vince, as The Rock would say,
it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Right. And there's so much to say on that part because there's there is some shit involved in these lawsuits, and oof, man, it's really good though. If you get a chance to go and if you got some time today or whenever, it's on Netflix. It's called it's a docuseries. It's a 6-part docuseries, and it's called Mr. McMahon. And I could tell, like, watching this at the end of the day, and I'll be a first. I'm a wrestling fan, obviously. I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid, and I really I've seen a lot as a fan, and it's kind of one of those things. Like, I'm watching this, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I can see him doing that. Yeah, I can definitely see him doing that. But as someone that hasn't really watched wrestling or kept up with wrestling, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at what some of the stuff that comes out of this thing. And it's very yeah. Anywho, if you get a chance, go watch the docuseries, Mr. McMahon, on Netflix now. All right, let's get into the NFL, shall we? All right, as I said earlier, the Cowboys were on Thursday Night Football, and they end up winning 20-15 against the Giants. There's nothing to be happy about this game. And if you're a Cowboy fan and you're saying that was a great game, turn in your card now, because there's nothing that tells me that this team is going to be able to do anything this year. Granted, they won, but they won 20-15 against the Giants. The defense is not good, and now we come and find out that Micah Parsons could be out 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Our only guy that's on our defense that does anything is now going to be out 4 weeks. So, just to give you a little bit of the game in a nutshell, here we go. Watch this.
Second down.
Guess who?
William Knife Man.
I am a surgeon.
It's one way or the other. Sets up a little bit of a screen. He scores, but another flag is down.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Handling at the 25.
Play. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Wow.
Slow down, baby.
You're out of North Dakota State.
Breaking down.
I'm gonna come.
What did he say?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Aubrey's kick.
How about them Cowboys?
Pressure. Jones.
Oh, great heavens!
God damn!
Jones. Launching it. Deep.
What are you aiming at? Oh, look, he's flying!
Downfield.
Let's go!
There you go. That's that game in a nutshell. What a boring ass game. But back to the NFL. Let's get into it. Week 4 of the NFL. Get some money in your pocket. Here we go. You ready? We got the Cincinnati Bengals, 4.5-point favorites against the Carolina Panthers. Sunday, tomorrow, at noon on Fox. 4.5. Whoa. Bengals are struggling, man. But they're due. And it's Carolina. So, I'm going to say, yeah, give me the Bengals. There we go. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eagles are only 2-point favorites in Tampa. Catch that on Fox as well. 2-point favorites, man. Ooh. Ooh. Give me the Eagles. There we go. All right, next one here. We got the Denver Broncos taking on Team Ayahuasca and the New York Jets. 7.5-point favorites are the Jets. Broncos looked good last week. They're I think they're getting it together. And Aaron Rodgers, yeah, he's Aaron Rodgers again. In that primetime game on Sunday night, and boy, if you hang on, I gotta pause this. Hang on, where? Hang on, I gotta pause this real quick. Did anybody see the post game interview? Aaron Rodgers last Sunday night, by chance? How he didn't get drug tested after that game is beyond me, because his pupils were so dilated. It looked like Perk Rogers. It probably was Perk Rogers. I'm sure that, he took a couple Percocets and went out there and did his MVP form. But I thought that was funny when they interviewed. His eyes were wide open and he was just like, oh, man. Anyway. If you get a chance, go and look at that and tell me he ain't high on that. Because he is. Anyways, 7.5-point favorites are the Jets against the Broncos. Yeah, give me the Jets. I'll take the Jets. Minnesota taking on the Green Bay Packers. A battle of undefeated teams. Minnesota Vikings against the Green Bay Packers. Both teams do not have their starting quarterbacks. It's crazy. And they're both undefeated. Packers are favored by 3 in Green Bay. I'm going to take the Vikings. I think the Vikings are really good. And Aaron Donald is looking really good. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Malik Willis is doing a great job in Jordan Love's absence as well. But, man, Sam Darnold is on a mission. He's on a mission. And he's looking really, really, really good. So I'm going to take the Vikings in that one. We got the Los Angeles Rams against the Chicago Bears. Believe it or not, folks, the Bears, yes, the Bears are 3-point favorite in this game. And that's only because the Rams have nobody. They're all injured. Cooper Kupp is now out. So I'm going to take the Bears. I like the Bears. Bears are doing a really good job this year. I mean, Caleb Williams turned that franchise around. I'm telling you. New Orleans Saints will be taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And I had to retake this one. I had to double look at this one because Atlanta Falcons are favored by 2.5. 2.5 over the Saints in Atlanta. Were the Saints exposed last week? Maybe. But I still think they have a good team. Falcons are, I don't know what the Falcons are yet. Man. That's a tough one, man. That is an absolute fucking tough one. But you know what? I'm gonna take the Saints in that one. I'm gonna take the Saints. Man, that is so tough. 2.5 point favorites. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Saints in that one against the Falcons. But like Keith always says, Vegas knows, man. Vegas knows. Keep an eye on that one. Vegas always knows. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Steelers are 1.5 point favorite against the Colts. This is another tough one, man. It's like I said a couple weeks ago, you really get a feel of your team within, week 3 or 4. Here we are in week 4, and these games are going to start getting tougher and tougher. And this is another example. This is another tough one here, man. Steelers are really good with Justin Fields is looking really good. I mean, Russell Wilson just sitting over there like, can I go in now? They're like, no, sit your ass, stay right there. Sit your ass right there. You ain't going on the field. You ain't fucking this one up, Russell. But the Colts, man, I mean, Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Man. Oof, man, I don't know. I'm going to take the Steelers on that one. I love me some Colts, but Steelers defense is always solid. Always solid. And so there you go. Jacksonville Jaguars will be taking on the Houston Texans in Houston. Texans are favored by 6. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Let's see. The New England Patriots will be taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This is the biggest spread of the week. And I don't know why. Because the 49ers are basically on IR. The entire team is basically on IR. But yet they're still favored by 10.5 over the 10.5. What? Damn. Giving Patriots no love. Holy cow. You're facing a team that's literally half on the IR. And you're still 10.5 point underdogs. That's a slap in the face. Whew, man. I'm going to take the points. Yeah, I'm going to take the points. 10.5 against the San Francisco IRs. It's crazy. All right, moving on. We got the Washington Commanders versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals are favored by 3.5. What is going on? What? did we not see the Commanders on Monday night against the Bengals? Well, no one saw that because no one wants to see that game. But the Commanders look really good. Jalen Daniels looks really good. Like, they put a whooping on Cincinnati. They're giving the Cardinals. They're making the Cardinals a favorite in this one. I don't know what Vegas knows. So I'm gonna take Washington. I'm gonna take Washington in that one. I'm gonna take Washington. We got the Cleveland Browns against the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are favored by 2. Again, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, man. Dookie Browns versus the Raiders. You know what? I'm going to take the Raiders. I'm going to give them hope. I'm going to give them hope right there. There you go. I'm going to take the Raiders. Sunday Night Football, we got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Los Angeles Chargers. Chiefs are favored by 7. It's a lot of points for a team that's scraping by. Travis Kelce is not the same. I think he has the Jessica Simpson syndrome. And when I say that, I say Tony Romo. You know, poor Tony Romo. I love Tony Romo, but man, did he get shit on here when he was the quarterback. Holy cow. No wonder he didn't want to fucking win here. I mean, he got shit on every week. But when he started dating famous people, most famously Jessica Simpson, his attention went to more Jessica Simpson than football. And a lot of people will point out Cabo the week before the divisional game against the Giants. And then they went in and lost to the Giants, who then went on to win the Super Bowl that year. So a lot of people blame Jessica Simpson for that. And, I feel like Travis Kelce may be on the verge of that with Taylor Swift. I feel like he's still the most dominant tight end out there, but he's just not showing it at all. He looks out of shape, obviously. I wouldn't say obviously, but he does look like he's out of shape. I watched that game last week, and he looked exhausted. And that could be from, whatever, but he's still a professional athlete. I'd never laced up the cleats and gone out there, so I can't say that, I'm an expert. I'm not. A lot of these people that come out here and talk about athletes, talk about sports, they think they're experts, like they've been out in the field and done this, like Colin Cowherd or Colin Cowherd or whatever. I'm not going to judge anybody because I've never been out there. I've never done it. So I can't. But from what my eyes are seeing, I'm seeing that he's hoping like hell this bye week comes up quick because he looks exhausted. And he hasn't even really played that much. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But Kelce to me is, I don't know. Just keep an eye on that one. Anyways, Chiefs 7-point favorites against the Chargers. Give me that. I'll take the Chiefs. Monday Night Football. We have. Whoops. Where'd it go? Oh, shit. Oh, no. No. Sunday Night Football. Okay, so the Chiefs and Chargers. I'm an idiot. Chiefs and Chargers are at 325. Sunday Night Football on NBC. Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Bills. Bills are coming through. Now we go to Monday night. Here we go. Tennessee Titans are taking on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. I've always joked about this on the show. Tennessee and Miami. Tua's not going to be there, obviously. Miami's favored by 1. By 1. 1 stinking point, which means it's even. Throw it up in the air. I'm going to take the Titans in this one. But watch for that humidity in Miami. I know you people are like, what? Yes, the humidity does play a factor, believe it or not. Case in point last night. If you watched any college football last night, they had Miami and Virginia Tech on last night. And Virginia Tech was up big. And I'm telling you, the Miami humidity got to Virginia Tech. Honest to God. Go back and watch it. Hands on their hips. Gasping for air. Made Miami come back and win that game. Miami came back and won that game 38-35. Humidity had a factor. Especially that Miami humidity. Oof. And then another Monday Night Football game. Yeah, we got 2 of them again. We got the Seahawks versus the Lions. Lions are 3.5-point favorites. And I like that as well. Give me the Lions. There we go. There is your NFL football. All right. Before we get to CC's wild ass videos, let me get my shit situated here. I said earlier that we have a big announcement, okay? And now it's that time for that big announcement. No, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. You know, we've done these. This is episode 148, right? Yep. And in those 148 episodes that me and Keith have done, we have only had one real true guest on the show. Of course, that was the great Harry Hare from TikTok when he was our guest on our show. Now, the announcement is this. I like that. Monday. That's right. This Monday at 6:00, roughly, we'll be doing a live podcast episode with a special guest, formerly of the Pugs and Kelly Show. Joining us on the podcast this Monday night will be the one and the only sorry. No, what is this? No. Jesus, I screwed that up. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us this Monday night around 6:30-ish, live, will be formerly of the Pugs and Kelly Show, the great Pugs Moran will be joining us. And if you're not familiar, I'm about to give you a little history lesson on who this gentleman is. In the early 2000s, in the DFW Metroplex, if you were in your car, more than likely you had on your radio dial 105.3. Now, 105.3 now is the Fan. Okay. But before that, it used to be Live 105.3. The talk that rocks, so to speak. They had a great lineup of of nothing. It's not, when you think of talk radio, you think of political or sports. No, this was totally different from both of those. Okay. It was actually like great talk radio and fun entertainment radio. Kind of like what Howard Stern used to be. Okay. And I say that now because don't get me on Howard Stern. He's great and he's doing a great job, but we all know that not what he used to be. But anyways, back to Pugs. Middays on that show, on that station, was the Pugs and Kelly show. I loved the Pugs and Kelly show because it was great entertainment, and it was kind of like you were talking to your friends, and it was just amazing show. And it really made an impact on my life. I'll tell the story when we interview him this Monday. And it was just a great time in talk radio. Like I said, if early 2000s, if you were in this area, you had your dial on 105 live 105.3. So this Monday, we will be interviewing, and I think Keith is going to be aboard on this one. We will be on live, and we'll be interviewing the great Pugs Moran. So there's the big announcement. We got another guest. People always say, why don't you get more guests? It's like, I don't know. I like to think it was just pure entertainment between me and Keith, and you guys are just along for the ride. Maybe more guests is good, so to speak, I guess. So it'll be interesting, very interesting. I can't wait to talk to Pugs and and just relive some of that history of Live 105.3, and then we'll catch up in what he's doing now, and how life is afterwards. He's doing a great job, and if you get a chance, every day he's putting out content. RadioMisfits.com. He does the rant every day at noon on YouTube, Facebook Live. You can find him there. Pugs Moran. Yeah. So if you get a chance, take a look, tune in. He does one every day. See, that's the difference between him and me. Could I do this every day? I don't think so, man. I mean, I could, but man, it takes a lot. It takes an absolute lot. And that's why he's a legend. That's why he's a legend. And I'm just doing this on the fly. So this Monday night, and I'll put it on social media. We'll mark it down.
That's why he's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
We'll mark it down this Monday night around, I'd probably say 6:30-ish, maybe 6:15. I don't know. We don't have an exact time, but in that 6 o'clock window, we'll be live with Pugs. And it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
All right.
All right. There we go. All right. Let's see here. All right, here we go. It's now time for Cece's Wild Ass Videos. Grab your popcorn as Cece takes you on some of the weirdest videos of the week. Take it away, Cece. There we go. Cece's Wild Ass Videos. Favorite part of the show. Only I say that. Because I can. Okay? I can. So, whatever. All right. We're going to start off here. Man, this economy has shooken a lot of people. It's shaken a lot of people. This economy is at its worst. And one of the worst ones that it took a hit on, Sesame Street.
In a city where dreams are shattered and innocence is a thing of the past, welcome to Sesame Street. Once a place of laughter and learning, Sesame Street has fallen into the shadows. The residents, let's just say, they've changed.
Hey, Bert, you sure this is gonna work? We mess up and Big Bird ain't gonna be the only one flying.
Relax, Ernie. We've got this. We just need to stay one step ahead of the count.
1, 2, 3, debts to collect.
You think this place ever had hope, Elmo?
Hope left a long time ago, Oscar. Now it's just about survival.
In this world, survival means playing the game, and the game has no rules.
Come on, man. Got any more of them cookies? Help a monster out?
Super Grover! What a freaking joke! 962!
Think just because I'm big and yellow I won't mess you up? Think again, punk?
Welcome to Sesame Street, where every day is a fight and only the strong survive.
This mess made possible by the non-contributions from viewers like you. Thanks for nothing, you bastards.
Coming soon. Prepare for a journey into the motherfucking darkness.
There you go. Sesame Street. Oh, hitting it hard. Hitting it hard. There's no worse feeling in the world than losing your pet, your dog, your cat, whoever. It's the worst, honestly. And I had to experience that, and I never will want to go through that again. But unfortunately, you know, we have to sometimes. And but this video here is probably the worst way to do that.
I had an idea for a tierless way to tell a child that their pet has died. To be an upsell service for an animal hospital, the concept was to make a video of the pet while it's still alive, telling the child it's in animal heaven now. I hired the only voice actor that responded to my Craigslist ad to be the dog, but when we showed it to the owner's child...
Oh, it's me, Maddie. I'm in heaven now. So sorry I died. I miss you so much. I'm happy here, so I'm not coming home. I miss so
Why does it talk like that?
However,
No, she doesn't.
That's awful. That's awful. Nothing is more awful, though, when you're a mother and you give up your son for adoption because, you know, times are, you know, maybe you can't take care of the kid, or, you know, you're just in a bad spot or whatever. It's even more awful when you find out years later. Well, I'll just play the video.
You know, I've been dating him since 2015. I met him when he was 21.
21?
And we had our first kid like a year after 2016. And we had another kid in 2017.
Wait for it.
And I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
What did you say?
I just recently found out that this was my son that I gave up for adoption.
Huh? Let me just grab my stuff off the bus.
Huh? Oh, man. And big thoughts and prayers up to people who were affected by Hurricane Helene over the week. Florida and Georgia hit pretty hard. Floods still going on to this day. I think at this time right now, I think they have 33 people who have died during this massive hurricane, who ended up being a Category 4. So thoughts and prayers to those people who were affected by Hurricane Helene. But this weatherman is just this guy's just sick and tired of hurricanes already.
Down in the eastern sections, just off Central America, big cluster. As always, storm or no storm, have a plan in place. This is not going to be a storm that around for long.
He's had enough of the hurricanes already. Nothing like being at a football game, trash talking other fans, and then, well, gets pulled right back into your face. Wait, what?
It's a Bears fan. It's a Bears fan. We have some common ground. We got to start talking.
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing?
Okay, you?
Nice to meet you.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
All right, man.
Yeah. Be careful who you trash talk to out there. My son, little Cece, is getting amped up and ready for Halloween. He loves him some Halloween. He's getting ready. And I'll never forget this video here. Yeah, little Cece. No, that wasn't little Cece, but that it's pretty close to being what little Cece would do for sure. Did you guys see that? Okay, I gotta play this. I forgot. Oh, okay, so Jamie Foxx went on Instagram Live with fan of the show, Jerry Jones, during a Cowboys practice. And listen to what Jerry says.
5'9.5", 210. 5'9", 210. 4'1". Okay. 9 3-inch head. 8.5-inch dick.
What did he just say? Good God. Ah, Jerry. This one here, lesson learned. Always remember where you put the firecracker, folks. Always remember. And if you ever go to New York City, you know there's a bunch of pigeons all around, scattered around there. This little pigeon decided he found himself a little baggie, and he was going to investigate what was in this little baggie, and did not work out for this pigeon. Here we go.
What the fuck is this shit?
This shit crazy, yo. This nigga done found a pad.
This nigga getting high off the pad. That's crazy,
Yo, he just moved, bro.
His eyes open. What did you talk about?
This alive, bro.
That's
pigeon high. Let me play this one here. Let's see. Love the sports announcing mix up here. Let's play these real quick. These are always fun.
To come and then he pulls out.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it.
We got guys coming down his face.
Feeling is the Cowboys probably coming right down their throats.
Tyrell Williams. He beats. Needed 2 thrusts to get it in. Bynes has been coming all night long, but then he pulls out and it's just hard. It's been a while since he's seen a hole that big. He almost didn't know what to do. 5 inches on him, but somebody's going to get that gobbler at the end of this game, too.
I'm sorry, what?
Coach has been blown away by Crabtree's hands and his ability to suck in these balls.
They'll have to be really good to beat us. I think their D's been fine.
I think their D has really probably performed above expectations coming in.
Is a thick wide receiver who is powerful from the waist down. Everybody loves Dick around the list.
Squirts right out of the top of his hands. 250 pounds of man coming right at you.
Oh, man. And finally, we've all dealt with it. I've seen it numerous times. Not in my life, but out of areas. The old crazy eyes. You know what I'm talking about when I play this video. That guy is still missing to this day. Rest in peace. All right, that's going to do it today for the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching. Don't forget, this Monday night, around 6-ish or so, I think he's going to be on as well. We'll be interviewing the great Pugs Moran of the Pugs and Kelly Show. It's going to be awesome. An actual real guest on the Sports Bras podcast. It's going to be great. So hopefully you guys will tune in. I will put a mention on social media and let you guys know. So hopefully. It'd be great. It'd be tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. I'm telling you. If you want to get your F-bombs, if you want to throw some F-bombs towards somebody in your life, go to my guy, MrFbombs.com. If you'd like to donate to the show, our Cash App is down there. These Sports Bras right there. You can donate some money. We greatly appreciate it. We don't ask much, but you know, a little change here and there would help a lot. Appreciate you. You can find us anywhere that you like at the Sports Bras Podcast. You'll find all of our social media there. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And never ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can hide. Unless you're Johnson & Johnson at a Diddy party. See you guys Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.